Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and this Beauty Tuesday. And today we are gonna go through my foundation collection. So I do not have crazy amount of foundations, or maybe this is a lot of foundations since you barely don't use so much foundation, but I have seen some other foundation videos where people have crazy amount of foundations. But to be honest, I have a hard time to find foundations that I really like because I have kind of a dry skin and a lot of foundations tend to look patchy and too dry and just not looking good on me. So I'm gonna go through the foundations that I have and say what I think about them. And these are all foundations that I have been wearing a lot. So there are no foundations here that are like first impressions or anything. So I can really tell you what I think about all the foundations in here. And I do have some other foundations that I do not have here that I've been running out of that I really love also, but I will take those later. So I don't know the easiest way to do this. I think I'm just gonna stick my hand in this bag, take one up and talk about it. So that is what we're gonna do. Just a little disclaimer, I have a lot of different colors when it comes to my foundations, and that's because I get super pale during the winter and I get tanned during the summer. So I try to have at least one foundation that can covers from me being very pale to me being a little bit more tan, but most of this I think is for my more tanned skin. I need to go and buy new ones for my pale winter skin that is coming soon. But the True Match Lumi, I really like this one. I did own the True Match original before, but I didn't like it as much as the Lumi one. So this L'Oreal is a drugstore one, very good, affordable foundation that I actually wear a lot. So I really like this one and I wear it in the color W3. So the L'Oreal True Match Lumi. I also can wear the True Match even though I have dry skin, but this one works a little bit better on me. My Urban Decay One and Done Naked Skin foundation. This is like, they don't claim to be a CC cream and they don't claim to be a foundation, something in between. I really like this one, it's very light cover. The True Match Lumi is low to medium cover. This one is very low cover, but sometimes I like to mix this two to get like, I don't know, I like to mix all my foundations. In today I mixed these two and then I had some Hourglass, like where I wanted more cover. So I love to mix different foundations together. So we can talk about my Hourglass as I hold that up. I have 3 of them in 3 different colors. And the Hourglass Stick foundation is a little bit up there in the price, but it's a very good foundation even though you have dry skin. I have a hard time to just go over my whole face with just this one. So what I like to do is I like to wear another foundation in my whole face and then I go over with the Hourglass like where I want more cover, but I don't do my whole face. I have done a few times and it's working if I'm gonna wear it for a few hours, but if I'm gonna wear it for a whole night, I like to go with some other foundation underneath and just cover up with this because they can dry out a little bit if I go over my whole face with this. But I have them in 3 different colors to cover the whole year basically. So it's in biscuits, beige and warm ivory. So I really love the Hourglass foundation sticks and they last you a long time, at least for me, but maybe it's because I do not use them so often. I just go with this when I want to have more cover because they are very full cover. You can say medium to full cover, so you can get like a medium cover if you do not put on so much. Maybelline Fit Me Luminous Smooth foundation. Honestly, I have not used this foundation so much. This is maybe one of the foundations I haven't used so much, to be honest, and that is because I reach for my L'Oreal foundation more. I feel like they are more or less the same kind of foundation, but I'm gonna use it more so I can tell you. But I wear it in the color 120, so this is when I'm a little more tan. I have some Cover FX custom cover drops. I have one that is lighter and one that is darker, and this one, the lightest one, is when I am super pale during the winter, this one is too light. But I bought this when I had a tan and I wanted to be able to darken up and lighten up any other foundations. So these are actually more color drops that you can put into any foundations that you have. I have also tried to mix this with like face cream to get like a kind of CC cream, and it's working in that way also. So I really like the cover FX, and a little goes a long way. And I can also take, like, if I have a foundation, for example, my L'Oreal foundation that is a medium cover at the most, if I take some cover FX drops in there, they're gonna be more cover. So I really like those drops, so you can play along with them a lot. My Josie Maran Vibrancy foundation. I like this foundation, but it's more up there in the price, and I can say, in my opinion, it's very comparable to the L'Oreal True Match Lumi foundation, but it's giving a little more cover, or you can build up a little more cover with this one. I bought it at Sephora, and I like it, but I have it in a darker color, so I haven't been able to use it so much, and I haven't used it so much this summer, to be honest. But I really like this foundation, and it's a good foundation, but it's kind of pricey. My La Mer foundation. And this foundation is crazy pricey, because it's like $100 for foundation. But oh my god, this foundation is so good. It even smells luxurious. It's just such a good foundation. I love this foundation, and it comes with sun protection 20 also, but it doesn't give any flash or anything. This has been my ride or die, but I don't want to use it on an everyday since it's so expensive, but really a good foundation. But I don't say like go out and spend your money on this foundation because it's so expensive. If I had to pick one stick and one liquid foundation, I have to say that it's going to be my La Mer and my Hourglasses. So it's the most expensive ones, but they are amazing. But with that being said, there are some drugstore options that are amazing also. This Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation is super. This foundation is so affordable, and it's so good, and it's working perfect for me with my dry skin, and you can build up the cover. The only thing that I do not like so much with this is that it comes in a spatula like this. I do prefer when they come in a pump, because it feels like the foundation lasts you more and longer if you have it like that. But otherwise, the photo focus line is amazing. And oh, here's the other one. So I have 3 of them. Another affordable foundation that I have run out of is my E.l.f foundation. That foundation is just amazing, and it costs me almost nothing. That one is just fantastic. I just do not have it as for right now. I haven't repurchased it. I haven't found it here in Sweden. I did buy it on iHerb, I think. So I need to maybe go and buy it again from the iHerb site. Then I have another makeup stick. I have a little problems with stick. The only 2 sticks that I like is my Hourglass stick and this is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD stick. So this is the first stick foundation that I actually liked. I like to go over to where I want to have more cover and have another foundation underneath, but I can do my whole face with this also. But I feel like when you have dry skin like me and you go with just stick foundation, I need to actually warm up this on the palm of my hand before I start working with it on my face. But it's a very good foundation, and I can definitely recommend it. This Smashbox foundation is maybe not one of my favorites. I haven't used this in a while. I don't even know if it's still good. I need to try it out. But it's the Studio Skin 15-hour wear. I don't know. Fondant Hydrate Oil-Free Foundation. I have it in the color 2.3. This is a foundation that I do not have anything to say about. It's not a good one, it's not a bad one. It doesn't do anything specific on my skin. I just keep it because I want to play with it more. But I have been using up like this much, so I have been using some of it, but I don't know, just like nothing It's like in the middle, nothing I would ever repurchase. The same thing goes with this Helena Rubinstein Prodigy Powercell Foundation. The thing is that this is like a very liquidy foundation. It's very good for my super dry skin, gives a very light cover. The problem is that I have it in such a dark color, so that is why I almost never use it. But when I'm super tan, this is nice to just even out a little bit and give like a little freshness to my face without having like cover to it. So when I have a tan, I do have some freckles, and when I use this one, it doesn't cover up my freckles or anything, but it's nothing I will repurchase once I am getting out of this, and it's in the 24 Gold Caramel, very dark. Then I have the Inglot AMC Cream Foundation Fond de la Teint Cream in MW102. This foundation is actually really good. I do not have so much left in this. This foundation works perfect even if you have dry skin or if you have oily skin. I really like this foundation, and yeah, as I say, I almost run out of it. I need to be a little more tan maybe to work this, or maybe it's working now. Maybe. The same thing here, I like to mix this with other type of foundations, but this is a good one. Can definitely recommend this one if you haven't tried Inglot. Inglot is a very good brand. You get a lot for the money, and this has a little like glow to it. Not shiny, but a little like glow. I really like that one. My Natasha Denona Face Glow. This is like a mist. No, like a CC cream. A very light foundation. The only problem is that it's very dark, so I cannot use it now, and it's with some protection. So this is very glowy, so when you put it on, it's like a glowy. It's nothing, if you want to do full cover, it's a very light cover, but it's an okay foundation. I don't know if I will ever repurchase it. I like when foundations come in like pump like this, because it's not so heavy if you want to carry it with you. The glass bottoms like this are a little more heavy, but I like it, but I don't think I will repurchase it. The Loreal Invisible Pro Glow Foundation. I cannot get my head around this foundation. It's supposed to be Pro Glow, like it's supposed to be for dry skin, and it's up to 24-hour foundation. On me, this foundation is kicking up a little bit, and it starts to feel dry after like 2 hours of wearing it. I want to play with it more, that is why I still have it. As for right now, I need to be a little more tan to wear this one. This is in the color 205 Natural Beige. It says that it's gonna have a radiant finish, but I feel like I need to set my face when I use this, because otherwise it's ending up in my lines and everything. But when I do, it feels like I block my skin in and it doesn't feel moisturized. So not a favorite, but I want to play with it more. Then we have the It Cosmetics CC Cream, and this is in the color Light. Color Light is very dark, I have to say. When I am super pale, I cannot wear this because it's too dark. But it's a good one. It's a CC cream and it does the work. You get your skin even, and it doesn't give so much cover. I mean, it's a CC cream, but for being a CC cream, it gives kind of a lot of cover, but it's not a full cover foundation, but I would say medium cover at least, and it's Sun Protection 50. So that is very good if you do want to wear a foundation out when you are out in the sun, and it's very good if you have dry skin. So then the last foundation. I have like a hate-love relationship with this one, and it's my Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation. And I know what you're gonna think, like, didn't you say you have dry skin? Why on earth are you having that foundation? And yeah, that is the thing. If I just smash this foundation on my face, it's gonna be super duper cakey and super dry. But the thing is that if I work with this one, but I really need to work when I put on the foundation. I need to work with sponge, I need to really massage in the foundation. I really need to work with it with setting spray and everything. But if I work with this foundation, this one gets so beautiful, and I get like porcelain skin with this foundation, but it's not working all the time. So that is why if I, for example, go to a photo shoot, I would never wear this one. I would go for example, my Loreal foundation and then top it off with my Hourglass or maybe my La Mer foundation or even the Wet n Wild foundation. And then to get more full cover, I would go over it with my Hourglass to get full cover for a photo shoot, because I do not trust the Marc Jacobs Remarkable foundation. But when I do get it to work, it looks super nice. I have worn it on a few parties and I have got some compliments when I'm wearing this that my skin looks very nice. I have to just say, when I'm wearing the La Mer and even my E.l.f foundation that I have run out of, those are the two foundations that I've got the most compliments on my skin when I'm wearing them. But Remarkable, it's not for dry skin. But if you are working with it, you can make it look super pretty. I do not know if I will ever repurchase it, but at least I will finish this bottle. Okay, so that is my foundation collection. So as you saw, I didn't have crazy amount of foundations, but I do have a few and I wear them on different purposes, all of them. And as you saw, I did like some of them I didn't care for so much, and some are absolute favorites. So which foundations are your favorites and what type of skin do you have? You can leave the comments in the comment sections down below and we can share thoughts, because I do also like to get new recommendations, especially for my dry skin when it comes to foundations and things. So leave the comments in the comment sections down below, or if you want to comment about anything else, I would love to read your comments, and I do try to respond to every single comments that you are making. But with that being said, this is going to be the end of this video, and I hope that you liked it and that you're willing to support it with a thumbs up, because it really supports my channel. And with that being said, I hope I'm gonna see you in tomorrow's Wildcard Wednesday video. But for this time, I say thank you so much for watching and bye.